Lueroi's Pokemon Black and White Walkthrough, Part 39. Hey, what's up everybody? We're finally here in Opelucid City, which is like the last major city before the end of the game, which is pretty exciting. Opelucid City, time's dividing line. Now today's video shoutout is going to go to Maxi Taxi Full of Peoples. If you want to shout out in the next video, just leave a comment below. And I gotta admit, that's a pretty crazy username, but I do like crazy usernames. Anyways, Alder's actually over here in Opelucid right when you get here, and he's going to bring you back here to listen to Team Plasma do their little speech. So Getsis is here, and he's going to confirm to the people that their Lord N has combined powers with the legendary dragon Pokemon Zekrom. And that just kind of scares everyone, because they're like, oh my gosh, the legendary beast, Zekrom. So yeah, then he goes on his little rant about how Pokemon are so much different from people, and they should be taken away from their trainers to make the world a better place for everybody. And, you know, this is what Team Plasma is all about. They want to take away all the Pokemon from the people because they believe that Pokemon should be freed. So, you know, I kind of get where they're coming from, and some people actually agree with them, but, you know, for the most part we disagree because we think that we should build bonds with Pokemon and, you know, join forces with them. And that's, you know, that's generally what most people think, you know, we should be friends with our Pokemon and whatnot. So that's why people hate Team Plasma, because they don't want their Pokemon taken away from them. Like, look at me, I've come all this way through the game training my Pokemon, and Team Plasma's trying to take them away from me. Like, no way I'm letting that happen. So yeah, once all the people scatter around, we're left with Drayden and Iris. These are pretty important characters. They are actually kind of dual gym leaders. If you're playing Pokemon Black version, Drayden will be the gym leader. If you're playing Pokemon White version, Iris will be the gym leader. But they're both like dragon experts. So, we need their help to figure out more about these legendary beasts, because we need to go use this light stone to find Reshiram, the dragon-type legendary. So that's what we're going to be doing with these guys. Now, meanwhile, Alder realizes that he has to go back to the Pokemon League, because Team Plasma's Lord N has captured Zekrom, and he's trying to, you know, take over the world. So Alder, being Unova's most powerful trainer, has to go and face him in battle. So there's going to be like an epic duel-off between the bad guys and the good guys, and they're basically going to have to clash in battle. So we're going to see what happens with them. And if Alder fails, we could be the only ones left to save the world. So that's what's going on. So Alder's going to go back. We wish him good luck, and we say farewell. And we'll find out who wins, Alder or N. But just in case Alder can't take care of him, we need to know more about this light stone. And these two people here can hopefully help us. Because with the light stone, we can hopefully revive Reshiram, and then we'll have a lot of power to take on Zekrom and Team Plasma's Lord N. So yeah, these people here are basically the experts on dragon types. So Iris is going to bring us over to Drayden's house. By the way, if you're playing Pokemon White version, the city's going to look a whole lot different. All of the houses are the same, just the layout's different. Like, Pokemon Black's all futuristic and stuff, but Pokemon White's kind of like old school buildings. So it's a pretty big difference, but other than that, everything else is completely the same. Only the gym leader, Iris or Drayden, are flipped. But yeah, you're going to go in his house, and this is where we get to hear the backstory on Zekrom and Reshiram. And it's a pretty good story. Basically, there were these twin brothers a long time ago, and there was one legendary Pokemon, and they created Unova. But these two brothers kind of took different sides. One of them sought after truth, and one sought after ideals. And because of this, the legendary Pokemon split into two, Zekrom and Reshiram. So they both sided up against each other, because they didn't know how to, you know, They didn't know who was right, so they battled each other, but the legendaries were so evenly matched that the battle could not be decided. So the conflict came to an end, and things kind of settled down. But later on, the two heroes' sons started fighting about the exact same thing, and Zekrom and Reshiram destroyed Unova with their fire and lightning, and basically the moral is that without working with your Pokemon, you know, the world will collapse. But if you can work with your Pokemon well, then everyone can live happily ever after. So that kind of all goes back to Team Plasma. They think you should take away the Pokemon so these problems don't happen, but then there's the rest of the people that think if we work with our Pokemon well, we can make the world a better place. You know, it's really cheesy, but whatever, it's Pokemon. So basically at the end, they're like, yeah, that's the story, but we really don't know how to revive Reshiram with the Light Stone. So it's like, we came all the way here to talk to these dragon experts so they could tell us how to get this legendary Pokemon, and they're like, yeah, we really don't know, so that's just perfect. So we're going to go upstairs, talk to this guy. He's going to give us an item called the Float Stone. Now the Float Stone will take your Pokemon's weight and halve it in battle. So moves like Grass Knot don't do as much damage. If only they had this in the real world, so, you know, it's like the most efficient diet ever. Just hold this item and your weight goes in half. And this person right here will give you an item. It's called the Ring Target. Basically, this item makes it so your Pokemon can get hit by moves that wouldn't normally hit them. So for instance, if you're a normal type, you can get hit by a ghost type suddenly. So it's kind of stupid, but in like double battles, I guess you can be strategic with it. So that's how that works. But anyways, I don't even know what these people are doing upstairs in Drayden's house. Like, why do you have like a football player in your attic? Like, seriously, what the heck? Anyways, yeah, let's go downstairs. But basically, we're disappointed in the end because Drayden and Iris don't really know how to revive the legendary Pokemon, but I guess we're going to have to figure that out for ourselves. But what Drayden does tell us is that we can go and challenge him and get our 8 gym badges, and hopefully, by getting those 8 gym badges, we'll be powerful enough to take on the legendary on our own. So that's what our new goal is, to get the 8th gym badge. But before we do that, we're going to check out some houses around here, because that's what we do. We go house to house and get some items. So this guy's actually just going to give you some props for the musical. We're going to get the gift box today. He gives you a different one every single day. I'm not a big fan of the theater musical stuff, but, you know, some people like doing it. I don't really know why, but that guy gives you some fun items for it. And this room up here is kind of funny. You talk to this guy, and he tells you a little story. He says that he agrees with Team Plasma because he's a weak trainer. He thinks Team Plasma's onto something, but he's like, don't tell the guy on the other side of the room. And this guy over here is like, you know what, I used to be a part of Team Plasma, but then I left them because I didn't like their ideals. He's like, don't tell the guy on the opposite side. So they both, like, reveal their deepest, darkest secrets, and they're like, don't tell the other guy. Like, they're living up there together, and they tell random strangers, but they don't tell each other, but whatever. So that's kind of funny. Anyways, the gym is right here. This is where we're going to go and battle Drayden later on, or Iris if you're playing Pokemon White version. Over here we got this lady, and I believe she gives you some kind of item. Yes, she gives you the Destiny Knot, which makes it so that if a Pokemon uses Attract on you, it backfires back on them, so both Pokemon get infatuated, which is pretty useful, especially if you're battling Whitney, which is the gym leader from Heart Gold and Soul Silver. If only that item existed back then, things would be so much easier. Yeah, someone mentions the rotation battle house next door, which we'll check out in a bit. I don't think these people give you any items, so... Yeah, they talk about the 8 gym badges, which are needed for the Elite Four, which we're getting very close to, by the way. Yeah, I just find it so shocking that they hype up Drayden and Iris being these big-time dragon masters, and then they can't even help us figure out how to revive the legendaries, but whatever. Anyways, this route leads to the Elite Four. We're not going to go in there yet. Yeah, I'm not going to go inside the rotation battle house just yet because I still need to heal up my Pokemon. And let's see, this guy, he doesn't say anything important, neither is this dude. I believe this lady over here, will tell you how friendly your Pokemon are towards you, but she's like, your Gothorita needs to try harder. Like, who are you to judge me and my Pokemon, lady? Who do you think you're talking to anyways? Alright, this guy's really strange. If you trade him a Pokemon, which knows the move Charge, he will give you an item. But not only does it have to know Charge, it also has to be traded from the opposite game. So if you're playing Pokemon Black, you need to get a Pokemon traded from White version that knows Charge, and vice versa if you're playing White. And the item that he gives you is called, I believe, the Cell Battery, and it's not even a good item, so don't even worry about it. I don't even remember what it does, but it's really worthless. I think it raises your attack if you get hit by an Electric-type move. And this route over here, you can't go through yet. They're just going to say the road's closed, so you can't go through it or anything. So yeah, that's all about. Anyways, let's heal up at the Pokemon Center. Alright, so the last thing we have to do now before the gym is go to the Rotation Battle House. By the way, if you're playing Pokemon White version, this is the Triple Battle House, but, you know, White and Black kind of split in that little area of the game, Triple Battles and Rotation Battles. So, yeah, this guy's going to introduce you to the house, and we can just go ahead. Oh, yeah, he'll teach you how to do them, but we already know how, so let's just go ahead and fight this lady. And I guess I'm going to walk around her in a circle for no good reason, but yeah. So, yeah, Rotation Battles, we haven't done this in a long time, actually. So just to refresh your memory, each person sends out 3 Pokemon, and then you can rotate one to the front and fight, but it's really tricky because they're also going to rotate their Pokemon, so you don't actually know for sure who you're going to attack. So I'm just going to go ahead and use Psychic. But yeah, she has all 3 of the monkeys, Simisear, Simisage, and Simipour, so that's exciting. But yeah, basically you have the option of attacking or switching to a different Pokemon and attacking. But you never know what they're going to do. They could attack you directly, or they could switch to their other Pokemon and attack, so it's really just a guessing game. Kind of frustrating, actually. But yeah, if you're playing Pokemon White version... You know what, by the way, I'm just going to attack here. I don't really think I need to switch, because I just don't know what she's going to do. Simple as that. So I'm just going to use Psychic. Oh, she's going to switch over to Simisear. And it's going to use Leer, wow. But yeah, if you're playing Pokemon White, you're going to do the triple battles, which is a little bit different. Actually, it's a lot different. You're still going to have 3 Pokemon out, only they're all fighting at once. So all 3 of them get to attack. Let's just keep using Psychic over and over. Alright, there we go. That should take care of business. Yeah, I really like Opelucid City. This place has awesome music, but most of it's just dialogue. Most of it, you're just going to be talking to people, which is kind of annoying, but once you're done with all those shenanigans, you can go and fight the gym and everything, and it's good. But the last gym is pretty dang hard. It's a Dragon-type gym, so not easy to match up against, for sure. The 8th gym is definitely the hardest one. But yeah, there we go. Our Simi-Sage is going to knock out her Simi-Poor, get up to level 40, which is nice. And now we got Simi-Sage versus Simi-Sage, so here we go. Epic showdown between the monkeys. We're actually at a similar level as well. Anyways, I definitely did not mean to click that. I just used Dig by accident, which is not very effective, so whatever. I guess I have to deal with this now. But yeah, that'll at least do a little bit of damage. Not very effective. I feel so stupid. But yeah, this is like an Ash Ketchum battle. Just use the exact same type. Anyways, let's use Bite. Ash, I don't know why he always does that. He's like, oh, I'm gonna fight a fire type. I should send out my fire type. Like, no, send out your Squirtle, stupid. Yeah, I question Ash's sanity sometimes when I watch the anime. So anyways, that's one rotation battle. There's another one upstairs, which is, I think, a little bit harder, but we won't worry about healing. We'll just go for it, so let's talk to this guy. Alright, so rotation battles can be really, really annoying because just the randomness of it is just so unpredictable. You can, like, have a great strategy, then they'll just do something stupid, like rotate their Pokemon, and then it just throws you off completely. Like, for instance, right here, she has a Fighting-type Pokemon, so I'm going to use Psychic, but odds are she's going to switch. So, like, I could try to guess her prediction, but I'm usually wrong, so whatever. Like, now she's going to switch over to this, which is not very effective. It's just, oh, it's so annoying. It's a hassle, really. So, yeah, Simple Beam. That move temporarily gets rid of your own ability and makes it simple, which is worthless, the simple ability. So yeah, and she did it again. I was about to use a super effective move, and then she switches over to this thing. Actually, it's a he, not a she, but whatever. Either way, it's frustrating because I never know what they're going to do, and my predictions are always wrong. So, let's do the sensible thing and switch over to Mr. Toad. She keeps raining on my parade, so we'll send out our water type. See my connection there with the rain and the water? And she did it again! Okay, you're not even, this trainer's not even female, but I keep saying she, I don't know why. But yeah, I thought I was going to hit you with a super effective Brick Break. Then no, every single one of my moves has been not very effective, because this person is like a genius, just knows what I'm going to do. So here's what I'm going to do instead, just use Surf and knock them out, because Surf is epic and powerful. So there we go, problem solved. Mr. Toad saves the day. And the nice thing is that everybody gets experience, so that's always cool. Alright. Mienfoo, you're a fighting type. Let's go for this. Switch over. Sneak attack. Psychic. No, you switched again! How am I supposed to know what you're going to do? See, that time I thought I was being sneaky, but no, I wasn't. Alright, Psychic again, because even if you switch, you'll get knocked out. And if you stay in, you get knocked out. So there we go. I finally defeated this stupid thing. Alright, Mienfoo, there's no running away this time. You finally have to take a Psychic. And Mr. Toad's up to level 41. How awesome is that? See, this feels good. This is all I wanted to do from the start of the battle, was hit you with a super effective Psychic. But no, you just had to keep switching and switching and switching, but I finally got you cornered, so there we go. See, that's how rotation battles can be super annoying. I mean, they're fun in a way because it's so unpredictable, but oh, darn, I just hate them so much. Because of people like him, slash her, slash I don't even remember anymore. I think it was a he, but I kept calling her a her. But at this point, who really cares? All we have to do now is take on the gym leader, Drayden. So, this is the gym right here. Guys, this is it, the 8th and final gym in the Unova region. If we can defeat this guy, we'll be well on our way to the Elite Four so we can help save the world. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.